Okay. Well, thank you. And yes, hopefully it's just gonna be a few minutes. But first off, let me thank everyone for coming, for being here. It's a unique time. But we'll get into my remarks, which I have prepared. I remember in the summer of 2007, I decided that I'd join Kiwanis, knowing that Kiwanis was now going to be a substantial part of my life. And I was thinking everything's going to be okay because I had my friends with me. We're a different club then. We met at Flamingo Restaurant, and I remember being inducted as a member at Pohainani Assisted Living. 3 years later, I agreed to be president of the club for the first time. Hold on. 3 years later, I remember I agreed to be the president of the club for the first time. And at that time, we were meeting at the GISO Center in Ahuimanu. And I remember then thinking everything was going to be okay because I had my friends with me. And then in 2013, after quite a tumultuous summer, as some of you can attest to, I agreed to serve as the Lieutenant Governor of Division 22. And I remember thinking, especially a few days before the start of my term, that everything was going to be okay because I had my friends with me. This is my fourth time serving as president since 2007. And every time I knew things were going to be okay because I had my friends with me. Our club's changed a lot over the past 13 years that I've been in it, and no doubt over the past 60 plus years since its inception in 1959. But one thing's always remained constant. Everything's going to be okay because of our friends with us. Look around. Every one of you on the call tonight, I'm proud to call a friend. And it is in that spirit of friendship that I assume the office of president once again. I know I have big shoes to fill because Joy's done so much over the past 2 years as our president. Under her term, we were recognized by Kaneohe District as having the finest signature project in the entire district, our Kiwanis Family Dance. Under Joy's leadership, we've conducted numerous K-family projects and have furthered our relationships with community partners like Lanakila Pacific, the Hawaii State Department of Transportation, and the Windward War Memorial. I assure you that under my term, these partnerships will continue. Governor Gary Gray has decided that this year's theme is Kiwanis Next, with an emphasis on the next 100 years of Kiwanis. When I first heard Governor's theme, I thought, what? What does he mean by Kiwanis Next? It didn't make much sense to me. And while my interpretation of Next may be different than Governor Gray's, I'd like to share it with all of you. The way I see it, Next is an acronym. NEXT. The N stands for new members. As we've heard, Kiwanis is only as strong as its membership. We know the kinds of people Kiwanis needs. As one of our goals for this year, I'd like to increase our club membership by at least 3 members. We're already 2/3 of the way there with the Igamis, so thank you very much. The E stands for engaged community. And as you all know, Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. To that end, we need to continue our engagement in Kaneohe and then the Windward community and community at large. Another of our goals for this year will be to further our partnership with Windward nonprofits and community initiatives like Malama 96744, our continuing stewardship and maintenance of the Windward War Memorial at Castle Junction. The X stands for excited SLPs. No doubt our SLPs provide much of the excitement and enthusiasm within our K family. We're so blessed to have such dedicated faculty and Kiwanis advisors for our builders and key clubs. In addition to finding a viable faculty advisor at King Intermediate, I'd also like to float the idea of establishing a K-Kids club at one of our local elementary schools. This way, we'll have a conduit of SLP clubs from age 9 all the way through to adulthood. And the T stands for traditions. This past year was a tough one for all of us. The pandemic canceled our pancake breakfast tradition, our Easter emu tradition. But I'm hopeful that in this year, we'll be able to reestablish our traditional fundraisers, not only for their monetary results, but also to bring together the members of our community to what has become a tradition for them as well. By finding new members, engaging our community, feeding off the excitement of our SLPs, and honoring the traditions of our club, I'm certain that the Kiwanis Club of Kaneohe will not only exist, but flourish in this Kiwanis year and all the years ahead. It's my honor to serve as your president for the next 2 years, and I look forward to working with all of you, especially my best friend Joy, as she embarks on her lieutenant governor's term in 2020 and 2021. Thank you all very, very much.